As you are all aware, Mr. President has summoned National Security Council meeting, and the major focus of the meeting today, on the basis of which deliberations were made, revolves around the election. The election, the 2023 election that is expected to take place come 25th, right? 25th day of February 2023. Before the National Security Council meeting of today, Federal Executive Council meeting had taken place, at which meeting Mr. President caused the national chairman of the INEC to brief the council relating to the preparations of INEC over the election. The chairman of INEC came around, made comprehensive submission, establishing their preparedness, establishing the fact that they are ready for the conduct of the election. Out of further abundance of caution, Mr. President equally caused the holding of this Council of State meeting, in which the INEC chairman was summoned to now present before the council the level of their preparedness over the conduct of the election. At that meeting of this Council of State meeting, the INEC chairman gave further confirmations, undertakings, presentations of their level of preparedness. Now, out of desire to further consolidate and appraise the comprehensive and general preparation of the system relating to the conduct of the election, this meeting, which is third in series of appraising and reviewing the state of preparedness, is called upon by the President, which is the National Security Council meeting. At the National Security Council meeting, briefings were made by security agencies generally and service chiefs. National Security Advisor made submission, Chief of Defense Staff made one, Chief of Army Staff made submission, Chief of Naval Staff made submission, Chief of Air Staff did, Inspector General of Police, who incidentally is equally addressing you, made submission, Director General State Security Service did, and indeed DGNIA and CDI all made submissions. The summary and conclusion of all submissions was to the effect that the system is wholeheartedly ready for the conduct of the election, and arising therefrom, the position of the government, the position of the president is to the effect that the election is held on the 25th day of February 2023, and Mr. President and the Council, the National Security Council, are happy with the preparations on the ground, and wholehearted arrangements are put in place in that direction. So we have been mandated, arising from the conclusion of the Security Council meeting, to now brief you accordingly. But the summary of it, the conclusion of it, the resolution of the Council is to the effect that the elections are holding and there is no going back about it. On this note, I will invite the Inspector General of Police to address you on the issues associated with the level of security arrangements that are put in place, all establishing a position that the government is ready, set, and willing, and indeed prepared for the conduct of the election come 25th day of February 2023. The IGP, sir.
Gentlemen of the press, once more, good afternoon. On behalf of the National Security Council that has just taken place, I wish to say or add to what the Attorney General of the Federation has just said. Specifically, the meeting dwelled on preparedness of all the security agencies and the military towards conducting free, fair, and credible election come 2025 February and that of 11th March 2023. The Council is satisfied that the Nigeria Police, leading other security agencies, and also the members of the armed forces and the intelligence community are all prepared towards providing the umpire, that is INEC, and the Nigerians, that is citizens who want to exercise their franchise, the opportunity to go out and exercise their right of voting on that day. We were able to inform Mr. President that security-wise, we've been able to crime up this country in terms of threat analysis, in terms of what we expect, what we need to do during, before, and after the elections. And the military have also pledged their commitment to support the process by providing the needed support at their own level, which requires different kind of assistance in terms of, because they may not be actually policing the election, but they are to ensure that no adversary, by whatever means, come out to disrupt the process. The INEC has also told us that it has everything in its custody. The Chief of Air Staff has confirmed his continuous commitment and support in making sure that where his assistance is needed, everything that requires his assistance in terms of deployment of materials will be done. So also, the Chief of Naval Staff, who is going to give the same support in the riverine area, and we on our part are going to provide security, like I briefed this press sometime last week, that we expect we will be able to cover every polling station in this country with our men, and we also expect to provide a motorized patrol to ensure that no adversary come to, by any way, distract the electoral process. Thank you very much.